Hi, I'm back with another vlog. This time I'm diving into different type of sand, what they're used for, and what I'm using, and where to get hold of it. So let's have a look at my table here. So what we have here is basically from very coarse gravel to very fine particle gravel. The Woodland Scenic medium buff is I use that for when ballasting my lines. This is what I used. It has it's almost a perfect representation of what you find roadside uh, uh, for buff. The fine buff, I use this typically in yards, shunting yards and disused old yards, where you expect a more sandy top of the ground. My sorted sand is useful in a long row applications. I use it, sometimes in the yards as well. I use it for gravel roads. I use it for bark on some of the wire trees I make. So it's a versatile sand, and this sand, these other two comes from the shop, of course, the hobby shop. But this is sorted. I have a tutorial on how to sort this sand. It's very easy. So it's and the sand is available everywhere, wherever you live, except on the North Pole, maybe. So Chinchilla sand is very similar to my sorted sand. I would say this has the same abilities, properties as my sorted sand. Only difference is that the color is much more consistent. Most of the particle has the same color compared to my sorted sand, when the variation of the color is much greater. However, in all of the applications, ballasting, tree making, and roads, they're all painted afterwards, so the color does not have much, it doesn't really matter. And then it's the tiles grout. Tiles grout is not so much gravel, but it's so fine particle that it's more like dust, or so I use this for asphalt roads. So I have this as a top on the asphalt roads, and also on some of the trees I make, like the birch tree. I haven't yet completed the tutorial on that, but it's coming up. Of course, the birch tree, which is called aspen in the US, has a not very rough surface, and then tiles grout is a good covering material for that. I mean, who is doing a video about different sort of sand? And who's watching you? Oh, that's great. But sand is really useful, and it's been kind of tricky for me to get information on what to use, where, and where to find it. So hopefully this guide gives you a hint, which hopefully is useful for your modeling. So I'll keep my fingers crossed for that, and I'll see you in the next vlog.